I'm joined by Lisa Sauve of Synecdoche Design. Lisa, thank you so much for inviting me into your space. This is beautiful.
Welcome, thank you.
Yeah, so tell me, how did Synecdoche begin?
Synecdoche came to be before we even graduated undergrad, my partner Adam and I, in 2009. So in the midst of kind of recession, architecture wasn't booming, so there weren't many jobs, so the idea was that we would just create our own. So we found our first project actually through Craigslist. As opposed to looking for an interior designer. No budget, very small space, but for a graphic design office. And from that project, we won Inc.com's World's Coolest Offices for the year. So it felt like, okay, there's some affirmation that we have a good sensibility and, you know, some momentum going. And so Synecdoche started after that project.
Yeah, your first gig. You really were onto something. So were you based in Ann Arbor at that point?
So we had just finished Lawrence Tech in Southfield, and so that project was in Detroit, and we were headed to Ann Arbor for grad school. So this was the summer in between undergrad and grad school. And so, yeah, from there, we kind of settled down in Ann Arbor, and we had a benchmark that we were going to do one built project per year. So then those kind of following summers through Ann Arbor, we did a few other kind of small projects. And then we stayed around.
So you were working through grad school with starting this firm.
Yep, absolutely.
That's so neat. So who were some of your first clients in Ann Arbor?
Our first big and built project, you know, permitted build out was the lunchroom. And so we were working simultaneously for our thesis advisors. And then we had this kind of project come up. The food carts were actually right around the corner from our office. And so once we heard that they wanted to do brick and mortar, we started eating barbecue sandwiches, tofu sandwiches from them every day, dropping off our card and saying, hey, when you get serious about building out a restaurant, call us. And so after about 3 months of heckling, they said, okay, I think we found a space, come look at it with us and design it. And so that was one of our first kind of big projects that could be proof of concept of kind of a full architecture implementation.
You guys have really made a name for yourselves in this town. I feel like anything cool and modern and edgy has your name on it. So when did you start hiring more people, and how big is the firm right now?
So we started hiring people about 4 years ago, I think was our first hire, and it was kind of a really amazing moment to step away from the office and be like, work is still getting done, which gave us kind of room to grow and innovate, I think, a bit more. And so now we're up to 5, and we hired 3 more for the summer. We're hiring 1 more full-time. So it's definitely an ebb and flow. We're still in kind of the startup phase that, depending on the projects, we're lucky to be in a town where we work with a lot of other startups, a lot of startups in tech. And so sometimes we get large tech office projects where we do kind of scale up to get the team to produce the work.
Yep. Yes.
Talk about duo security for a minute. Because I mean, wow, Ann Arbor's first unicorn tech company to be valued at more than $1 billion. So what was that like, building out their space? And what did they want? What were their, I want to get in the mindset of what duo.
The mindset of duo.
Yeah, what's their secret to success? I mean, starting with design, you feel like design sets you up for success. So how did you approach that project?
I think understanding, I mean, we're really good friends with many people that have worked at Duo, who still work at Duo, founders of Duo, and those sorts of things. And I think really what was important to us was understanding the people and what they connected to with Duo, and making it more of a internal code of what Duo is about. And so naturally the work that Duo does gets seen by the customers and everybody else. And so it's more, when we design their space, it's making sure that all the employees feel like they're part of that team.
How do you find the Ann Arbor community in terms of small businesses supporting each other and reaching out and collaborating?
What we really love about small business and why there's so many of them that we take on is because we do believe, like, one, design can help your bottom line. And so helping small businesses get the boost and everybody deserves design, I think is part of our mission. And then being a small business ourselves, somebody like Duo, taking a risk on us,
That's a good point.
helped us grow and launch to the next level. And so if we can find almost a sliding scale where those larger companies that are supporting us, we can kind of pass that on through supporting design with the smaller businesses, it just makes the entire ecosystem stronger.
Great. Lisa, thank you so much for this.
Thank you. It's great.